Bring out our next real one.
Don't pop, 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 pop the balloon. 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 I see the way you are looking at me. Baby, is it true? You like what you see? Got a balloon in your hand, toothpick in the other. I wanna be your man. Call me Zap and Roger. Don't pop, 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 pop the balloon. Don't pop, 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 pop the balloon. Don't pop, 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 pop the balloon. Don't pop, 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 don't pop the balloon. The other girls poppin', they don't feel like you do. I'm feeling a connection, girl, this must be Bluetooth. Don't go too far, just stay in my sight. Don't break that heart, and everything will be alright. You're here to find love, not to pop a balloon. This is heaven sent from above. Need the key to your heart, no auto-tune. I'll make you smile, bring joy to your life. If you're around for a while, you're gonna be my wife. Don't pop, 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 don't pop the balloon. Don't pop, 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 don't pop the balloon. Don't pop, 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 pop the balloon. I'll give you the life that you always dreamed. In New York and some jets, like a football team. You're gonna get quality time, plus some words of affirmation. It's all on my dime, gives an access service at any destination. Just don't pop the balloon, and we'll both be okay. You'll be my boo, and I will be your babe. Now it's down to me and you still got your balloon. And that can only mean one thing, and this is just the beginning.
I'm so glad you didn't pop, girl.
Thank you that you did not pop.
I'm so happy that you didn't pop.
I'm so glad that you did not pop.
Thank you. Oh, thank you.
Don't pop, pop, pop.
Don't pop the balloon. Welcome, folks. Hope you're doing well out there. It's your illustrious host, Pointer. We have some very important things to do today, and I am excited, elated, and ecstatic to help do them and make them come to fruition. Before that, I need you to do some things. As you know, I don't mind begging. I need you to subscribe. I need you to subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell. When you hit that bell, that means you get notified. That means you are certified. And that means you are dignified real ones. And I would appreciate if you do that so much. And then, of course, I am hungry. I am hungry. Haven't eaten in a long time. So if you PayPal your favorite host, then I will be able to eat dinner. Some of you say, Pointer, I don't have PayPal. That's okay. There's Cash App. Cash App is a real thing, and you can send your money there. Some of you have the colossal gall to say you don't have PayPal or Cash App. That's okay, because Venmo exists for a reason. So I have multiple ways for you to help me eat dinner. Of course, if you want a shout out, make sure you put some seasoning on your request for a shout out so I can feed myself. And if you want your comment read aloud, put some seasoning on that thing. Well, we're about to do something that I've only done once before. once before. It's where Pointer truly steps into his matchmaking capabilities. As some of you know, I've been all over. I've been to the east and the west, the north and the south, trying to help real ones find their real ones. And it just so happens that sometimes Pointer sees two remarkable people that possibly have never met, possibly have never been, well, for surely have never been on the same episode, or we wouldn't do what we're about to do. And it's like, dang, I've talked to the both of them, and it seems like I know what they're looking for. It seems. I'm not perfect, but it seems I know what they're looking for. So sometimes I'm like, Lord, as I pray, I'm like, could these two be a real one connection based on my own matchmaking expertise? And with the last one I did, it seemed to be quite effective, and you'll get an update on that. So these two, we're just going to see what happens. I want to make it some big build up. After this, we might go back to our regularly scheduled programming, but this is very important. These are two real ones you have seen before. They haven't seen each other. They haven't been on the same episode, but it turns out that they just may be each other's type. But you know what? I'm going to make it a little spicy. I'm going to ask the both of them to turn their cameras off. Because, of course, looks play one of the biggest roles. I'm going to have both of them join me right now. And then it's going to be very awkward questioning at first. Very awkward. And then we'll get into the nitty gritty. So I know you're ready, folks. I'm ready. Let's have these two wonderful people. I'm talking about Christy and I'm talking about Jay. How are you two doing today?
Hi, Pointer. I'm doing really well this morning. Thank you.
Oh, happy to have you here. Jay, you doing all right?
Yeah, I'm doing fine. I worked overnight, but I'm good. I showered, so I'm like awake now. So, but I'm doing well. I'm doing.
My brother is fresh and ready to go. I'm gonna do something like this. It's very random. I normally ask, name, age, where you're from. Well, at least Christy, tell us where are you right now?
Where am I now?
What city? What state?
I'm in Los Angeles, California.
Beautiful. Jay, where are you?
I'm in Inglewood, so that's Los Angeles adjacent at the moment. That's where I'm at. So
beautiful. So they're both in the same area. Very awkward questioning at first, but I have to build this up because I'm excited, elated, and ecstatic for what could be. Christy, I want to ask you something that's not random. Christy, do you like short kings in general? Are you attracted to short kings?
Okay, I was nervous for the question. I can be, but as a not short queen, I like to feel small with who I'm with.
All right. What is a minimum height that you would like to see in your future husband?
Oh my gosh.
Minimum.
A minimum height. Well, usually when I wear heels, I would say I'm about 5'11". So comfortably probably 6 foot, but again, if that person has qualities that I really like, that I value, that could be negotiable.
Very good. Jay, I don't think you're going to struggle at all in this department, but just for safety, I want you to share your height with Christy.
I'm about 6'6". I'm probably but it's
and I have met this brother in person. You're about to show each other. You're showing yourselves to each other. I'm not going to delay anything crazy, but very he is tall. He's taller than Pointer, and normally I don't like to have people taller than me because I like to look like one of the elites. But hey, Jay has definitely showed up and showed out multiple times on the platform. So, Christy, that should be music to your ears.
Thanks for looking out, Pointer.
I'm sorry.
Oh, I said thanks for looking out.
I'm looking out for the both of you because you're about to turn your cameras on in less than a minute, and the fans will appreciate that. But it is important to have alignment, and I never try to knock someone for their preference. But as you know, sometimes I'm like, hey, if you can, be somewhat, malleable and be open to change slightly. But in this case, neither of you will hopefully have to be open to change. Let me ask Jay before both of you flip the camera on. Jay, do you have a preferred height in your queen?
I don't really have a preferred height necessarily. I mean, I've dated women who were taller, and it just sort of depends. I mean, I don't have like a cap. I don't want anybody who's like 4'11".
Yes.
and I think that aesthetically looks a little strange. And if they're too tall, I think it's fine. My sister is tall, and so I have some tall women in my family, so I'm really just open. It's not really that important. There are other things from a physical perspective that are a little bit more important, like whether she maybe work out or like is active, things of that nature. And even then, there's still some malleability. So
Wow.
yeah,
Well, I might say the Lord blessed me to do my big one today, but we'll see what happens. I want both of you to flip your cameras on. Let's not delay. Both of
okay.
you flip your cameras on. I want you both to see what you're working with.
Got my towel
So,
here.
as you see each other, Christy is a beautiful black queen.
How's it
And then you
going?
have Jay, a handsome black king.
Hi, how's it going?
Hi, Jay. It's going pretty good. How are you?
Doing well, doing well. Just
Nice.
making things work. you know.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. And I appreciate you both for being available at the last minute. This literally hit me randomly yesterday when I messaged you two. It was just like, could it be? Could it be? So let's go over some more very important things. I don't want to make anyone. I paid so much money for this effect. Watch this. I don't think anyone would pop any balloons as of right now. I would like to assume that both of you find each other somewhat attractive. I would like to assume that, but let's not go for assumptions, because if not,
Yeah.
she's attractive, isn't she, Jay?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay,
Absolutely.
Christy, he's attractive, isn't he? Okay, and you haven't even seen him stand up. So let's go for some of the more essential things, though, because God gave us eyes for a reason, but that is not most important at the end of the day, or what could be more of a popper is
Right.
faith. I'm cutting across the field because I know you two somewhat well. Christy, share your faith.
My faith. Oh, that's a great question. Well, I'm Christian. I'm a Christian lady. And I've had time to develop that throughout the years. I actually grew up in a mega church, and I actually found a church here in LA that I have been enjoying a lot as well.
Okay.
Okay. Jay, I want you to share, what is your faith?
Yeah, I am also Christian. I've been Christian for really the since I was a kid, really. I go to a Methodist, it's a smaller kind of like a family church, but I've been to kind of more medium-sized sort of churches as well. There's one in the Hawthorne that I go to occasionally, and then I go to one in Hollywood. And I'm not sure if it's a quote unquote mega church, but it is one of those concert type churches. I would go there ever so often. So yeah, I would say a woman who has a faith, Christian, that's, and being in LA, that is something that is, I'm not gonna say it's hard to find, but it's a lot, it doesn't happen too often. I would say
it's not easy. Yeah. And Jay is preaching. And Christy, I got to shout out Jay because he was on an edition that hasn't quite dropped yet. And he was so bold that, a queen who said she was Christian, but she was open to dating people of a variety of faiths. Jay had to pop on that. And that would be the biblically precise way to handle a situation like that. This is not Pointer's Bible study time. However, we must be equally yoked. We must be equally yoked. So that was making me be like, this man is really a real one. And I thought that was awesome. So shout out to Jay. Let's go for something else. Height is obviously essential for Christy. Jay is more open, but the faith piece, I even want to go for fitness. Jay, you said you care about someone who's fit. So Christy, share how you handle your fitness.
How do I handle my fitness? I really enjoy fitness, and I didn't grow up as an athlete, but at this point, I work out a couple times a week. I like golfing and walking, but not contact sports or any kind of thing where the ball is coming to me. That's why I like the golf. And I really have been interested in bodybuilding lately, and just doing bikini competitions in general. So I have a few that I'm going to wear this summer to get ready.
I'm sure Jay would like to see that. Yeah. Jay, how does fitness play a role in your life?
So I have a background in a, I guess basketball would count as a contact sport. So now coach ever so often, but I didn't play pro. I just played in college. and I work out. I try to work out at least. It's always on my to-do list. I may not always get to it, but at least I would say 4 to 5, sometimes 3 if I'm slacking times a week. I mostly just weight training, really. But I do want to get into some sort of a sport hobby. I just need to kind of like carve out the time for it. But yeah. So it's just really to just maintain. So I'm not, you know, out here with the beer belly or whatever, as I get older. So
yeah, Christy wants to be the pregnant one, not you. She'll have the belly, you won't have the belly. And that's something else I want to discuss, because we're cutting across the field. I'm not going to have y'all here forever, but I see two beautiful black people who could make beautiful black babies. But that's me being somewhat fast. But hey, in this culture, you never know. So let's cut across the field. Marriage. We'll start with Christy. Christy, are you looking to get married?
That's a great question. Yes, I love to get married.
Okay. Are you looking to have children?
Yes, I would love to have children after I get married.
Beautiful. I have to ask it in that way. Do you have any children?
No, I don't have children, but whenever there's a baby in the vicinity, we usually, give each other a little energy.
Okay. Let's bring it to Jay. Jay, are you looking to get married?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Do you have any children?
No kids.
Are you looking to have children?
Yes, I would say so. In with the right, in the right order, with the right person.
Yes.
So I've seen too many instances where man might have kids and it may not be the right person or necessarily in the right kind of order, and so there's a proper way to go about doing things. So
100%. Okay, let me go back to the basics. I'm excited because all of these I don't want to say stars, but all of these concepts are aligning, and that's beautiful because there's nothing better than alignment. So we'll go for age. Jay, share your age. It might be in reference to your username.
I'm 34.
34. Okay, eligible. You wouldn't be a cougar, Christy, but you can share your age.
I am 31. I'm turning 32 in July.
Okay. All right. Jade, is that age?
I don't my this I don't, as long as it's not too young or too old, it's just kind of a range. It's really about what's up here. I've met women who are older and not mature, so so I'm not too big on, I'm not super like about the age, whether they're a little older than me or younger than me or whatever. So
beautiful. Okay, I'm about to let y'all have the opportunity to ask questions. I don't want to be the awkward third wheel, but occupation. Let's start with Christy. Christy, what is your occupation?
My occupation is teacher.
Beautiful.
Okay.
Should I expand a little more, or is that good?
Well, what do you teach? Are you teaching in the summer? Are you free right now so we can take you on a date later? We got to know these things.
That is such a good question. I am a performing arts teacher. I have my theater license here in the state of California, plus my secondary English license. And I'm going, I can't really believe this, but into my 9th year of education. And I graduated with my master's in 2023.
Beautiful. Now that was more like it. Jay,
but I don't want to, I want to be humble, I don't know how much.
Facts are facts. What transpired, transpired. So God bless you to achieve those things. Jay, what's your occupation?
It's like threefold. So what I do now is I do housing. I'm in housing for housing specialist for essentially like a mental health company. Without getting too much into that. So I do that. Then I also substitute teach. So those are the two things that I do. But on top of that, in terms of my career and what I went to school for is TV writing. So I was in that industry before the strike. I still write, still getting back into it, still kind of circling back, but that sort of hit a bit of a wall in that, because it was like a 100-day plus strike. So I'm a writer. So that's what I really am. And then I do comedy as well. So yeah, there was just some adjustments that had to have been made, but generally in the past like year or so, it was the teaching and the
Housing.
and where I'm at right now. So
Beautiful. Wow.
It's-
Notice
it's-
he didn't say actor. Christy has a history of popping
No,
on short
I
films, actors, you know.
It is really good to hear that. Are you writing anything lately?
Yes, I well, it's more so stuff that are in things that I've written like quite a lot. So it's more so about things that I have in very early development that I'm trying to kind of get through the finish line. But I'm always writing. I'm always like coming up with stuff. I was just on the phone with a guy who was talking about the script I've written, a few years ago that he's interested in being a part of. So, but it's a business that is a lot. There's a lot of hustle in it, and I kind of have to have other irons in the fire. So that's the one thing I've learned, because I've written on I'm not gonna say what they are right now, but I've written on a couple of shows in the past, and while they're there, they I was doing quite well, but at the same time, it's a gig-ish industry. So it's you kind of, when you're on one show, when you're on one project, you kind of have to figure out what your next lily pad is going to be.
Which that's hard to do sometimes. Like if you, for example, if I wanted to switch positions, it's a little bit, it's like nice to focus on one thing without having to focus on what you're doing next. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, on these, I'm usually, I usually try not to get too comfortable, because you might be working on something for 6 months and it's going really well, but you kind of have to figure out what is the, once that ends, once that wraps, what is that next thing going to be, and you have to kind of prepare for that, while you're in, you know what I mean? So, but I really love what I do. I do comedy as well. I don't say that I'm a comic because I'm not getting paid for that right now. So I guess I consider that a hobby, but I try to sort of connect everything. So I write, I've written for sitcoms. I've written jokes there. I write jokes and do, comedy on stage and all that. And I did a show. I did get paid, I guess, but that was just like, one kind of thing. So it's a lot of stuff that are kind of in development, but
Well, Jay, I feel like you should own it, because I'm a musician and I write music and like produce music and play guitar and I sing, but I can still call myself a musician. So you can still call yourself a comic.
Yeah, but it's just yeah, because usually like when you're like a comic, when you're a comedian, and when you can say that at the top of your, like, that's just what I am, then I expect that you should be able to make a living from it. So I think until, at least for me in my world, until I'm able to really make a living from it, then when somebody asks me what it is that I do for a living, that's not what that would be a little bit of misinformation. You know what I mean? It's in my brain, I guess.
Yeah, no, and it makes sense. And I think Christy would technically appreciate it because, like I said, she's pumped on actors. She doesn't want a gig guy. She wants someone with a steady flow of dinero. And that's great. He has a steady flow of dinero. So as we're starting to narrow it down, I'm going to now throw it to Jay. Jay, do you have a question for Christy?
Let me and where are you from? Like,
I'm from Fullerton. Oh, that's a great question. I'm from Fullerton, California. My parents are both from the south side of Chicago.
Okay. So you're kind of.
And I went out to school out of state.
Okay.
Tell them where.
Okay, you wasn't an athlete in college.
No, I'm a theater person. I'm a musical theater nerd, theater girl, theater kid.
Okay. Yeah. No, my dad is my dad was an actor, so I'm not gonna say he was a theater kid, but so I'm aware, and I respect the craft, and I love movies and stuff. So.
I honestly don't like acting as much as I did anymore. There's like a few reasons why I don't. I think one big thing was like I don't fit in a lot of people's boxes for what they want to cast a Black girl as. So I like being on camera, but I like being myself.
Right.
Makes sense, because you are amazing as you are.
Yeah, I wish I had like just a bunch, man. I feel like I've my own person, as long as attractive, faith, kids or not, that usually kids is a deal breaker for me. I'm not, there's no offense to the single moms out there. But yeah,
she's checking off the boxes. She's checking off the boxes.
I would say so.
Yeah. Christy, do you have a question for him?
I had a connection about something earlier, but I might have to think about a question. Let's see.
Okay, I can definitely do my job. I don't want to delay anything.
Okay.
So the questions, we've gone through so many essentials that this one is normally coupled. The fans want me to put it on a T-shirt. Religion.
Wait, I'm
Politics.
sorry.
Oh, yeah, ask. Yeah,
Oh, I do have a question.
great.
What's your, kind of ideal first date? Not like an already established in a relationship date, but like more of a first date.
I mean, I like everybody is different. I try to consider what the other person likes to do and meet them halfway on that. I would say something that is a little bit competition oriented or a little bit active. I don't like. I'm not a fan necessarily of the sit down us, on the other side of each other. Even if we are sitting down, I want us to be side by side. So I would say it could look like bike riding, at the beach. It could look like hiking. It could look like arcade. It could look like pool. Like it's as long as there's something that we are actively engaging in golf, just something relatively simple where you can have fun. I'm a person, and don't take this the wrong way, but I'm a person where I would like for the person that I'm with, I should be able to have fun with you at Target. Does that make sense? Like meaning that just, because really when you're with a person, yeah, while we're dating, we're going to be doing some fun stuff and activities, but generally you should be able to have fun with that person, or at the very least have a good time with that person in the day to day. So really hope, does that kind of answer your question? I'm not saying Target. I'm just saying that, I gave a few examples, but it really just, and also too, it's like, hey, when is that person free? What's around or available at that time? So these are the logistics that I'm not going to have her necessarily figure out. I'm going to figure those out. But, so a date that I can plan on a Friday night is not the same date as I can plan on a Saturday morning.
That's true. Chrissy, how does that answer work for you?
I think it works relatively okay. I like sitting side by side. Like I like, that kind of close interaction. I can't say that I would actually prefer a physical activity date the first time. I feel like maybe like a dinner and a walk or something like that. Like I like to be able to talk to you and actually sit down to get to know each other. And I'm sorry to disappoint you, but I'm not super competitive. Like
Okay.
I won't really play to win, but I'll still like vibe, you know what I mean? But
Yeah,
also
yeah. No, it's not like competitive. Like I'm not trying to compete with the person that I'm with. It's more so of it's about really fun for me, and fun for you, and whatever it is that we're doing, being able to have some sort of a memorable experience, really, that
I would like the zoo.
like, right, like, but even that is a little bit active. We're walking.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
just kind of getting away. And again, I'm not opposed to ever obviously getting dinner, but that can be a little bit little formal. Like I kind of want to, you know what I'm saying? Like I want to be able to have like a memory. So if you go to the zoo and the monkey is giving you the middle finger or something, I'm sorry, that's just how my brain works. That like we have that memory of, remember that time we went to the zoo and that monkey flicked us off? Like, you know what I mean? Like there's something like, so even when you saying zoo, it's like, yeah, like there's
so many options.
It depends like where I am in the school year, because honestly, if you want to date me on like a school night or a school weekend, like a dinner or a lunch might be the best thing. But like if I have a little bit more time and feel like I could do a whole excursion, that would be good too. So it kind of depends.
Yeah.
Well, that would come down the line.
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah.
I guess what it is for me, it's flexible. I'm not like.
Do you like to dress up, sir? Like, can I wear heels with you?
Say it again.
Can I wear my heels with you? Do you like to dress up?
Well, I don't usually. I'm not like a big usually, but I have the capacity to do so.
Okay.
I'm a little bit more of a Nike Vans guy usually, but I have the capacity to. But it's not like, that's not me. Like I'm not, I'm not Jay Bond. Like I'm not, but I'm just, So I would say so. I have the capacity, but I'm not dressing up every day. If that makes any sense.
Okay, yeah, that's cool.
And I think this is a beautiful dynamic because it might not be all the other boxes that are super essential have been checked off by the both of you. I'll cut across the field and just ask this question that I was going to ask earlier. Christy,
Oh, yeah.
based on what you see of Jay and heard of the essentials, is he your type?
I think Jay is my type. Like if I were to say, this is always the example that I use, but if I were walking around Whole Foods and I saw you, I'd be like,
And you have no choice, him being 6'7". Even a lot of men who are not on the zesty side of any rainbow, they'd still have to be like, gosh, that dude's tall. Let me cut to Jay. Jay is checking based on the aesthetic and what you've heard from her. Is she your type?
Yeah, absolutely. I would say so. I would try to if I saw you at Whole Foods, I would say unless maybe if you didn't seem approachable, if you were on the phone, then I'm not like, you know what I'm saying. But if there's an avenue to approach, then I would. So
yeah, I think that's what's most important because the first date thing sometimes it can get lost in the sauce of like, oh, well, I want to do this, oh, I want to do that. It's like meeting in the middle, at least for a first. It's like I love how Christy kind of packaged it like, oh, we can do this, but I also do still want to get something to eat. And we can sit and talk. There's nothing better. Communication is key. It truly is. So when you're able to talk in the first date, second date, third date, and truly get to know each other, it's better than the movies. It's better than something that distracts talking. So since both of you are each other's type, I don't want to delay much more. Y'all don't really need the natural blonde in the room. So, I mean, Jay's Instagram is there. Christy, that is your Instagram, or are you missing an underscore or something?
oh, I'm missing an underscore.
Well, Jay, you would just see that and know, throw in.
yeah. If you wanna, yeah, definitely. You could see my Instagram, and if you, it's there.
Yeah. Okay. So Christy.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
So yeah. So Jay, her username, I'll just kind of type it in.
Okay.
Is it's Christy _ Epiphany. So if you slide in the DMs, but before that, let me just ask: do any of you have any more essentials? Do either of you have something? Because I mean, faith is important. Obviously,
yeah. I just want to say it's not a question, it's more of a comment. I do like it. It seems like you like kids. That's one thing. It's not like a big deal breaker, but when people, especially if I'm dating a woman and she doesn't like kids, it's like, oh, I want to like my kids, but I don't really like kids in general. That's always been a little bit of a weird thing to me because I work with kids and I don't. For me, it's odd if a person doesn't like a kid. It's almost as bad as somebody saying they don't like old people. It's like, well, they're like people. They're just like smaller. So it's nice unless you don't like kids, unless you because you said that you smile at babies, you have a connection with them. So I just kind of took that as you at least appreciating, children, I guess. But I could be wrong.
I know, and she's a teacher.
Yeah, she's a teacher.
Her heart is there with the children. She wants her own children. She's expressed that on the show.
I would love my own family. Like, it's nice to work with other people's kids, but wouldn't it be nice to have your own kids too?
Right.
Yeah, and both of you want children, so that's beautiful. Christy, did you have a final question for him or a comment?
I think my only question is just kind of simple, but do you have siblings or do your family live in the state?
Yeah, my family's here. My sister, I have one sister. I have a step brother, and he's married. He got three kids, same woman and all that. And my other stepsister is out of town. So yeah, I'm family. Yeah, this dad, he lives in Westchester. So yeah, I would say I'm close with family. I'm trying to think. I think my other question would be, what would be your, do you like movies? Because you say that you did the acting, and then what are I guess maybe one or two hobbies? These aren't deal breaker. I just wanted to know.
I love hobbies. Movies. I like movies, but I feel like I lately watched a little bit more shows, but I'm always down to rewatch Twilight or Harry Potter or Avatar: The Last Airbender. But shows that I like The Outer Banks, Ozark. I'm watching Desperate Housewives right now. And as a 31-year-old lady, it's such a good show to watch. And my hobbies, other than golfing, I was actually at the practice studio the other day. So I do like practicing singing, but also I do find it a little intense to practice singing and then also have a creative, teaching, performing lessons all day. And lately, oh, I do crochet. And lately, I've been wanting to try doing a puzzle and then doing it on like a glass picture frame and then hanging it up.
Okay, that's cool. That's
Okay.
cool. Yeah.
And Chrissy, I want you to share, you kind of alluded to it, but your ideal first date, is that a sit down, like a restaurant? Is that your ideal
Yes,
first
okay, here's the thing. I would like to be, when I go on dates, I want to like utilize the other half of my clothes that aren't teacher clothes.
Right.
date? You want to be able to get a little dressed up, show
A little
off.
bit. But also, it's more like I just want to know what we're doing. Like, just let me know ahead of time so I should know if I wear heels or like regular shoes.
Yeah. I think.
Yeah. Well, I would say an ideal first date would be I just like, this is how I like to make choices in general, but one of us like pick 3 places and the other person pick like 1 out of those 3 places. And then maybe go for like a walk around the town or something like that. Just like, I don't know, what else do I like to do? I love the Silver Lake Reservoir. Like, I wouldn't mind centering the date like around a walk and then finding somewhere to eat after the fact.
Gotcha. Yeah.
And I think I was about to say, that's the compromise. That's the beauty, because Jay's date is valid, his ideal, and your first date is valid. So to bring those two together is beautiful. And the good news is, if you actually go out and send us a picture of yourselves on the date and a copy of the receipt, we'll reimburse up to like $75, $100. Somebody tried to do $600. They were evil. They bought stuff like for the next 3 weeks. And I was like, that's just evil to do that to Dear Pointer. But yeah, we would gladly sponsor it. So before I ask, could it be a real one connection? I want you both to do a pointer pose. I want you both to see what you're working with. I want to make sure, Chrissy, I want you to know Jay does not have prosthetic legs. He is not an amputee, so Jay, I'm gonna ask you first. You got to stand. You got to kind of show a fuller body view of you.
But even
I am not. I didn't know I was. I am not prepared. Yeah, because I just got out. I don't. It's not like I'm wearing drawers or anything like that. But
I understand.
Could I? Yeah, I don't. I'm not. I am not prepared for that. I will just.
So
yeah.
Jay, what you could do, Christy, just so you know what he looks like in a full body, I can send you a link to an episode he was on, so you know.
Yeah, there you go.
Legs. And then Christy, if you want to do a pointer pose, but if not, then I can send him something that you were on. Unless you
always want to do a pointer pose.
Hallelujah! Thanks. See, Christy is flexible. She's ready to go. So this is what you're working with. She even moved the chair. Okay. See, fitness. Oh, she did a model walk. Oh, okay, great. So Jay, you see what you're working with.
Yeah.
Model. Yep. Great. Yep. There you go. All right. So Jay, you see what you're working with.
Yeah.
Beautiful. So beautiful, queen. So thank you, Christy, for being ready to do a pointer pose. My final question for the two of you is, after you talk more, Jay slides in Christy's DMs, plan a first date, could it be a real one connection?
I think so. I'm feeling good. I would say yes.
Okay. Christy, what say you?
I think so. I'm definitely open to getting to know you, Mr. J.
Okay, well, I'm gonna clap it up. My white people are gonna clap. Yeah. Right. This is kind of a 2-for-2 situation. I did this before with some seniors that were in other states, but I think you two. I think the Lord. I'm not trying to get crazy. If it doesn't work, okay, I'm not gonna cry too much. Maybe for just 3 minutes, but I thought of you too. And I was like, Jay, tall, handsome, godly. Christy, taller, queen, godly, once a great man. So I hope, Jay, you gonna slide in her DMs. You got her IG.
Yeah, I got I'm on my computer, so
no pressure. No pressure.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
I would say look out for it. Look out for it later today, Christy.
Okay.
What do you got off work?
Well, my last question. What's filling your cup this weekend?
What's filling my cup this weekend? I have work. I have work because I'm at housing, so I have work tonight. Then I'm spending. I supposed to be hanging out with friends later today, but I don't. That's it. It's like pending. But usually I like to have like my day kind of planned out. So, and I got gym, some writer stuff that I have to. Yeah, there's some stuff I had. Even with this, I had to that's pointer. That's why I had to move this up because.
Thank you.
That's why.
And I don't want to hold y'all long, but in the pursuit of a husband or wife, there a little flexibility should be flexible. It should be open to be like, hey, because imagine Pointer brought y'all two together, and I have a big announcement. I haven't announced it to the fans yet, so I won't yet, but technically, I could bring y'all together in multiple ways, licensed by the state, but I won't speak to that too much. But anyway, congratulations, you two. Congratulations, you are real ones. And all right, I'm gonna let y'all go because somebody's got to take a nap after a long work shift, and Christy has music and modeling and bikinis to wear. So
you got
congratulations.
wait, well, what are you doing this weekend?
Well, I am excited to clean my apartment, and I might go to my friend's show tonight, but I'm actually packing to go volunteer at a camp for kids the week.
That's amazing. That's amazing. That's amazing.
Yeah,
like I said, I got you. I'm gonna lock you in, and look out for that.
All right, take care.
All right, congratulations, you two. You did it. White people, clap for me one more time.
I appreciate you. Thanks for bringing me on. And this
absolutely. No, I care about you both, and of course, as brothers and sisters in Christ, I want the best for us. Because it's only getting tougher for my Christian bachelors and bachelorettes. So I just want to see if the Lord will do his thing once again. But congratulations, you two. Y'all go head out. Jay, get your nap. Christy, go clean that apartment. And we'll catch you next time, folks. Y'all are amazing. All right. Folks, we did it. Come on, white people. Come on, one more time. One more time.
Pop the balloon. Don't pop. Don't pop the balloon.
One more time.
Don't pop.
Don't pop the balloon. Folks, I love it. And I truly think some of you know, some of you can imagine, I've talked to so many people, so many ideas, and to really crack it down and see who can be aligned and connected, it is a beautiful thing, I tell you. So it's time. Hey, we got more action. Don't go anywhere. You saw Real One Connection. Pointer did his thing. So now let's be serenaded by the legend.
Don't pop the balloon. Don't pop the balloon. Don't pop the balloon. Don't pop the balloon. I see the way you are looking at me. Baby, is it true? You like what you see? Got a balloon in your hand, toothpick in the other. I wanna be your man. Call me Zapp and Roger. Don't pop the balloon. Don't pop the balloon. Don't pop the balloon. Don't pop the balloon. The other girls popping, they don't feel like you do. I'm feeling a connection, girl, this must be Bluetooth. Don't go too far, just stay in my sight. Don't break that heart, and everything will be alright. You're here to find love, not to pop a balloon. This is heaven sent from above, sing the key to your heart, no auto-tune. I'll make you smile, bring joy to your life. If you're around for a while, you're gonna be my wife. Don't pop the balloon. Don't pop the balloon. Don't pop the balloon. Don't pop the balloon. Pop the balloon. Don't pop. Don't pop. Don't pop. Don't pop. Don't pop. Don't pop. Don't pop the balloon. Don't pop the balloon. Don't pop the balloon. Don't pop the balloon.